The state government.
The state hasn't moved quickly with this either, following state law. There's one on the books saying L&I can only use schools where 50% of students get jobs after graduation. Office Careers doesn't produce any job placement information.
Unbelievable to me.
Senator Karen Keiser is the chair of the Senate Labor and Commerce Committee.
Is it acceptable that L&I isn't following
Of course not.
their own policy?
Of course not. We have to figure out where have things gone sideways here. What's the reason? What's the excuse? Let's fix it.
Folks, Darren Ray Fonso here. We're talking about workers' compensation, or labor and industries as we call it here in the state of Washington. Today's topic is going to be Senator Karen Keiser, who seems to want to brag about our state work comp rates lowering just a little smidgen. And the only reason those are lowering is because it's on the backs of injured workers who aren't being treated. And so I'm going to talk to Karen Keiser about that and see what she has to say.
Thank you for contacting Senator Keiser's office. This is Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. I would like to leave a message for the senator, if I may.
Sir, your message yesterday was received and has been reported to security. Thank you for calling.
Oh, I'm recording this, by the way. Is that all you got to say? That you're reporting me?
Tonight, a dramatic result from the King 5 investigation, School of Broken Promises.
The State Department of Labor and Industries is now forbidding any more injured workers to attend Office Careers, the unaccredited online school at the center of our investigation. Susanna Frame joining us with a new twist in this, Susanna.
That's right, Joyce and Mark. Because of our investigation, L&I has put a moratorium on retraining injured workers at the school until further notice. But tonight, advocates and injured workers are asking, why did it take so long? We found for years warnings about Office Careers rolled in, yet officials at L&I looked the other way.
Receptionist, veterinarian front office, file clerk and courier, cashier, security guard.
Angela LeClaire of Longview is no quitter.
Data entry clerks, phone customer service.
Since earning the certificate from Office Careers showing she successfully completed their training, she spent 9 months applying for any office-type job she could find.
Customer service representative, medical receptionist.
It wasn't just 10, 20, or even 50 applications.
103.
That's right, 103 applications, with only these 7 letters to show for it.
Saying thank you, but no thank you, and good luck on your job search.
LeClaire worked at Longview Fiber for 16 years until she injured her neck in a fall. She's had 2 surgeries and can't go back to her old job. So the state paid her tuition to get retrained here at Office Careers based in Renton, the spot that's gotten millions of public dollars, more than any other school in the entire state.
I did not gain the skills to have that job.
LeClaire says despite language on the certificate, the program was anything but successful.
I told them I'm computer illiterate.
The King 5 investigators have found dozens of injured workers with dismal, life-altering outcomes after graduation. They get a certificate, but no skills, no job, and then no more benefits from the state. The stress was so daunting, Angela LeClaire considered taking her own life.
At one point in time, I wanted to die because it's hard when you work so hard to earn a living and try to have a decent life and then have it all taken from you.
And did this program make it worse?
Yes. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know computers. I'm like, how am I going to do this?
The instructor is able to demonstrate what to do.
The school's owner, David Jordan, says he offers a quality program, and he hasn't received any complaints.
We have no reason to believe that we're defrauding anybody or not doing a great job. So if there's a problem, we're not hearing about it.
The state's definitely heard about it. L&I's own expert authored this 2017 study saying the school shows little to no evidence of using best practices. It's a problem that doesn't work well for student success.
It's extremely frustrating.
Catherine Mason is one of dozens of attorneys representing injured workers who've complained to L&I. She wrote this letter about her client, Diana O'Halloran, in 2008, 12 years ago, saying with the shabby office careers training, it's ludicrous to think she could get a job as an office clerk, and urged the state to take some time to look into office careers.
The state of Washington knows.
They know. For years. For years and years and years.
And for the last 6 years, judges across the state have repeatedly ruled office careers is harming, not helping disabled workers. A Spokane County judge found Rachel Jones learned next to nothing at the school. He blasted the system, saying one easily might infer that this whole vocational plan was an L&I ruse to rid itself of a troublesome injured worker.
Is office careers just an easy way to cut people off from their benefits?
Absolutely not true from my perspective.
Rich Wilson oversees the worker retraining program at L&I. He admits to hearing about problems and says they have taken action.
And most recently, we initiated an audit of the school.
That's great you're doing an audit now, but some people might say, what took you so long?
Yeah, and I'm not happy about that. Things don't always move quickly with state government.
The state hasn't moved quickly with this either, following state law. There's one on the books saying L&I can only use schools where 50% of students get jobs after graduation. Office Careers doesn't produce any job placement information.
Unbelievable to me.
Senator Karen Keiser is the chair of the Senate Labor and Commerce Committee.
Is it acceptable that L&I isn't following
Of course not.
their own policy?
Of course not. We have to figure out where have things gone sideways here. What's the reason? What's the excuse? Let's fix it.
So the big news tonight, L&I says they will not approve any more retraining at Office Careers until they get to the bottom of what's going on, either through the audit that the state L&I official talked about there in the report, or when the licensing agency finishes their investigation. They say that could take up to 6 months.
All right, keep us posted. Thank you.
And we'll let you know. For more information, just text the keyword careers to 206-448-4545. We will send you a direct link to all of the stories related to this.
Compensation benefits have long played a critical role in the American labor market. Simply put, businesses pay insurance for claims if a worker is injured on the job. The employee gives up the right to sue, but the employer pays medical costs and part of the wages while the worker recovers. But a new investigation by ProPublica and NPR finds workers' comp is being substantially eroded. Over the past couple decades, legislators in more than 30 states have passed laws reducing benefits or making it more difficult in many cases to qualify for them. States have also cut off benefits after arbitrary time limits.
So as an injured worker and work comp whistleblower in the state of Washington, I'm puzzled by my state senator Keiser, and I'm puzzled, and I want to know, and my question for these lawmakers is it going to take another decade for the truth that Washington state is one of 33 other states that are failing our injured workers, and that we need minimum federal oversight for our injured workers? Will it take another decade for that truth to be told? Why? The question isn't just why did it take a decade for the truth about this vocational school harming injured workers take a decade. The next question we need to be asking the lawmakers of Washington state and across America is what about the minimum federal oversight we need, and is it going to take a decade to get that? Because we've been waiting for a very long time for that as the injured workers in America. Actually, since 1972 we have needed it. And we have been pushed to the side, our issue, for over 50 years now. And part of the reason is we have legislators like State Senator Keiser. When I beg of her help, she basically tried to call the cops on me, and here's the proof of that. I like to deal in facts.
Thank you for contacting Senator Keiser's office. This is Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. I would like to leave a message for the senator, if I may.
Sir, your message yesterday was received and has been reported to security. Thank you for calling.
Oh, I'm recording this, by the way. Is that all you got to say? That you're reporting me?
To me.
Senator Karen Keiser is the chair of the Senate Labor and Commerce Committee.
Is it acceptable that L&I isn't following
Of course not.
their own policy?
Of course not. We have to figure out where have things gone sideways here. What's the reason? What's the excuse? Let's fix it.